We are now 2-0 with the Locky two-step for 2024. Last time it came through at UFC 297 as Jillian Robertson and Movsar Evloev go out there and cash the ticket at plus 117. The Locky Trinity also comes through for that card as Jazz Dovicius wrapped it up for us there and cashed that ticket at plus 172. I got another Locky Trinity and Locky two-step free parlay for you guys for UFC Vegas 84. Just a reminder, if you're looking for Road to UFC breakdowns, which go down right after this Vegas 85 card wraps up, you can find written breakdowns for those on the Patreon page. Check the link in the description below. All right, let's get right into the Locky two-step. First step up I got for you guys, probably the easiest spot on the card in my opinion, Natalia Silva against Viviane Araújo. I know a lot of people are thinking, hey, chalky women's MMA, stay away. But I think that this is a great stylistic matchup for Silva, who uses her cardio very well, using a lot of movement and output, and I think that's going to cause Araújo some issues here. Araújo could have some success early with her grapple-heavy approach, but I think we're going to see enough resistance from Silva off of her back, which will either cause a submission opportunity, or a reversal opportunity, or even a get-up opportunity for Silva to get back to her handiwork, utilizing a lot of lateral movement and touching up Araújo from distance, and probably running away with this fight in the second and third rounds. That's why she is the first step in the Locky two-step. The second step that I got for you guys here is going to be the Korean prospect Jung-Young Lee as he takes on Blake Bilder. I've seen a lot of love out there for Bilder recently, but he is on the back end of fumbling the bag against a much lower level fighter in my opinion in Kyle Nelson, and we saw his inability to take the fight to the ground, which allowed Nelson to rough him up in the clinch and beat him up on the feet as well. Bilder uses a lot of lateral movement as well, but Lee is very crisp and accurate with his striking approach. I fully expect him to use his kicks and his straight punches down the pipe to hurt Bilder, and I think we'll see an improved takedown defense game as well as an even better stand-up game from Lee, which will allow him to get to the feet and get back to his handiwork of really just touching on Bilder, which will potentially produce a finish for him. I know people are low on Lee right now because of that close performance against Yi Jia, but I don't think we'll see Bilder as relentless with the takedowns or as effective with the takedowns as Yi was. Not to mention, I know that Lee has been way more focused on improving his wrestling game so that he can stick with his striking game as much as possible. So look for Lee to go out there and knock out Bilder within the first 2 or even 3 rounds of this fight. That right now, if you were to have locked it in on Monday when I dropped it on the Patreon page, you could get plus 117. As right now, it dropped about 3 points here and it's sitting at plus 114. So a little bit of a benefit if you locked it in earlier when I dropped it for the Patreon folks. Secondly, the Locky Trinity. Now, if you want to complete that Locky Trinity, you're going to go ahead and drop in Markel Medeiros, who takes on Landon Quinones. Now, Medeiros is making his UFC debut after earning his contract on the Contender Series late last year. He showcased solid takedown defense and an even better striking game, which eventually led to a beautiful knee on his opponent Isa Isakov that knocked him out. Medeiros is a tremendous fighter who is probably going to go down as one of the better fighters to come out of Factory X, which has already produced great fighters and UFC fighters at this level. Medeiros is a great striker. He utilizes the calf kick very well, but also has a solid grappling game if that's what he requires to defeat his opponents. I think Quinones has a puncher's chance of winning this matchup, as I think Medeiros is way more well-rounded than him and can implement a game much better as well. Look for Medeiros to touch up Quinones en route to a decision or late stoppage here. Drop him in, and you could have got plus 272 at the beginning of the week. And luckily, if you did end up waiting, you get 1 point better, and you can get that Locky Trinity at plus 273. There you guys go. Locky two-step, Locky Trinity. And if you're still watching this segment, you guys probably like yourself some degenerate parlays. I got a ton more of those on the Patreon page, so make sure you guys check that out. Not just this, but we got the Hail Mary parlay, we got the Gabby Garcia parlay, and we got the Parlay Party, where I give you guys 5 different parlays, all for a plus 100, plus 200, plus 300, plus 400, plus 500. And it's no ladder segment there, meaning that if there's something that doesn't hit in plus 100, other parlays could still be live, as I use a lot of different combinations of fighters so that we can hit some of these parlays and not have to scrap the whole ladder there in case one of them ends up losing. So check that out. Lock of the Night Patreon page in the description below. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow for the 3 best prop bets. Peace.